things been going this week anyway?
Good.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty smooth.
Yeah. Kiddos have been pretty good at lunch too, so yeah, things have been pretty smooth.
They know if they're not good, then
coming together. Okay, so when we were in your classroom, we know that you wanted to continue to work on like rituals and routines and procedures. I know we talked about the Kiki, the morning meeting, our last feedback meeting. So this is a different transition time between subjects. So we will look at this together. Turn up the volume. I see that you have your headphones in the background. Nice. I followed up just so you guys know we keep switching out laptops, so we're working on that. Okay. Yes. Because that adds a lot to the time. Because like now, I mean, you've been transitioning, it's almost been like a minute. Yeah, and that could cut out some time for sure. That's great how they walked back and stuff, so that's nice. I know it wasn't always like that, so. Awesome. Okay. So I think scholars know what the procedure clearly is, and scholars are moving quickly, quietly, calmly in step between stations and throughout the transition period. So what else do you think went well?
They weren't chatty.
Yeah, they weren't chatty, right? So they were really quiet. Yeah, very, very quiet, which is good.
Directions for the most part.
Focused and following directions, right? So tell me a little bit more about your satisfaction level with the time it took for that.
I think that was pretty good timing.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes us longer because if Mrs. Posey runs over,
I see.
then it affects everybody else.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll have to do an assignment or something during our bathroom time, so we'll have to push back the bathroom time, which then is now cutting into the read aloud time. So it just depends on the day and what she has going on.
Okay.
But that one was pretty quick
Okay.
and good.
Okay, great. What do you think you could do to ensure that this particular part of the transition, because I know there's the transitions between stations as well, is consistent every time? What do you think you could do?
I think what I started doing, maybe last week, I had the same scholars take the computers over
Okay.
every time.
Every time.
When I first started, I would just pick. So
Yeah.
I just, the same ones they know. When I finish, I just need to get the computer and then line up.
Okay. So they have particular jobs, so that's been helpful, right? I think that you could get them to move even faster,
Really?
right? Because I know that pacing a couple of coaching sessions ago is still something that you're continuously working on. And I noticed that you had the timer, which was good. Is your timer aligned with Mrs. Posey's timer?
Yes.
It is. Okay, perfect. Awesome. That's good that you guys are in sync, because in some other classrooms it's not quite in sync. But I'm wondering what you could do to motivate them to go faster. I see the dojo that you have up on the board, but what else do you think you could do to
Maybe
motivate
if I
them?
time them, so
Mhm.
give them maybe 2 minutes to take the computers over
Yes.
and then come back and get in line.
Yes, I think so, because I think you have like the management portion of it down, right? Because scholars are quiet, they're walking in step, they know their specific jobs, they know and have knowledge of the procedure. Now it's just getting them to move faster, so you're not crunched for time with the bathroom break, or if there was an extra follow-up activity that you had to squeeze in. Have you started using Scoreboard at all yet? No? Okay. So for TLs who are in a good place with their transitions and all they need going forward is to get the transitions to just go faster, like they're smooth, we just need to move faster. I have suggested just using like a T-chart on the board, like Mrs. Howell versus IU, and you only use it for transitions. So it's not for behavior, especially because you have dojo going on. It's not for anything else, it's just for transitions. And then, creating some sort of small incentive at the end of the week that if they can hit whatever goal you set under 2 minutes, under 1 minute and 30 seconds, they get a point. And then creating some sort of just small incentive at the end of the week, or recognition for like the best transitioner. We've come up, there's so many creative things that you can come up with. Then you get them to move faster. And if you think about all the transitions that you do in a day, in a single day, because we're elementary school, so between subjects, if you could shave off like 3 to 5 minutes in those transitions, and you have like 10 plus transitions a day, like you could get back like 30 minutes or 35 minutes, which is like really valuable, because we are always talking about how we have like a really long day, but somehow we have a hard time like squeezing it all in, and so we have to think really strategically about where can we shave time off, and I think it's just about getting faster. So again, the procedures and the management are great. Now it's just moving faster. And I think even framing it for the scholars in that way, like, I'm so impressed, like narrating positive, I'm so impressed, like you guys have greatly improved, you were walking in step, you were walking quietly, the computer taker-backers, like, know their jobs and are doing well. Now we just have to move faster and like make it a challenge for them. I think your class responds well to those things. Yeah, they get like really motivated by that. So, in terms of your concrete action step, do you think you could start implementing that next week? Awesome. So it's really simple on your end, because you just have to put that little T-chart on the board, or stars or hearts, whatever. I know you have flowers, whatever you have, but versus like slashes, whatever motivates them, smiley faces, whatever makes them happy, and whatever goal you set. Because I'm sure they will want to win, and then you'll get it down to under 2 minutes, and then you can continue to challenge them 1 minute 30. A minute. Yes, eventually. We'll scaffold it, right? I saw your eyes go like, really? Realistic. Yeah, don't drop the computers. But also, going forward, once we get the laptops in place in the other room, then you won't even have to worry about that part. So that will help there. But they could still be faster in the classroom.
Absolutely.
Does that work? Awesome. So key lever is pacing, specifically transitions. The action step is to use your T-chart next week, have a little competition, Miss H versus get them like revved up in the kiki. Yeah, that'll be good. What else can I do to be helpful?
I think that's it.
Okay. What else was I going to say? So I shared that feedback with you from your 2 parents, and if we could do the makeup quizzes for Winton, that would be really helpful. You're revising your PGP. Do you still need more time?
Mm-hmm. I think Friday will still be good.
Still Friday is good? Okay, I'll send you a follow-up email.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay, great.
Any other questions? Awesome. Any other feedback about your feedback? Okay, cool.
Thank you, thank
2
you.
snaps in the clap. Way to go, Miss H.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. If you need anything else, let me know.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.